Hi everyone, my name is Pilot Build Cities, but you can call me Pilot, and welcome back to Properton. So this is the last save I have before the patch that has come through for Economy 2.0, and we're just going to sort of see what the city kind of turned into post-patch. So I've kind of turned the speed up, and as you can see, we are, I'm just going to pause actually real quick here, we are making money, about 252,314. The population is 66,730, and we're sitting at about June 2025. So we're going to keep that in mind as we progress and watch this play out. I do have a save kind of post mayhem, but I just kind of wanted to sort of compare with you guys what the city was doing before the patch and after. I might also just take a look at some of our things like our healthcare. Probably won't change too much, neither will garbage or police. The one big thing will be education, so we'll kind of make note of this. So that's going to be 8,239 in elementary. We've got 592 in high school, 2,370 in college, and 2,122 in university. So far it looks like everything's pretty close. I'll probably also grab a screenshot of that. So as you can see, we have a lot of our buildings we're abandoning, especially the high density ones. These ones were people were unhappy with not close to elementary school, small homes. That was a big one for them. So we also see that rent is too high for some of these places. So we have a citizen here who is poor. It is an adult that's highly educated and employed, but apparently their just wealth is poor. So not really sure what happened there, but yeah, slowly as the patch kind of started to take effect, we did start to see a few changes in the city. I do also want to point out our demand bars here. So we seem to be having pretty high demand for all types except for office. Office has dropped drastically, and I can't quite remember if that was already low or if that dropped as soon as the save loaded. But yeah, we'll probably just sit this here and let this run for a little bit, and we'll kind of see what entails after that. As you can see here in this main part of the city, our death wave continues to grow and grow. We've got some more buildings starting to abandon and collapse, and so more and more symbols kind of start to pop up. And yeah, I had to boost some of the death care and add a few little bit more. I didn't have to go too crazy though. It was only a couple upgrades to a cemetery and all those kinds of things. So overall, not too bad. But yeah, this is kind of how the city started to go. Some more death wave. So yeah, let's pop over to the post-patch map, and I'll show you what we have now. So here we are, and I just want to note we're about 2 months later in the game. We're now in August of 2025, so we've had about 2 in-game months pass so far. And just ignore, there's some notes for myself for later, but as you can see, most of our rent too high symbols are gone. Actually, all of them I think are gone. We just have a few customer warnings here and there. A bit of garbage, but that's more services related. But yeah, overall, nothing too crazy. I did have to turn off a few things because I did boost some services. So now I have turned off some of the wastewater treatment here. And I think also I did upgrade a crematorium, I think, a little bit, but again, I didn't actually have to go as crazy as I thought it would be. I know that crematorium is around here somewhere, but yeah, so I gave it all the upgrades, but I believe we've turned off the additional incinerator, and I've also turned off the expansion there, so it's not currently costing us any extra money. When it comes to the education, so now this is where things get a little interesting. We went from 8,239 to 11,719. High school, we went from 592 to 2,282. And from college, we went from 2,370 up to 2,977. And for university, we've gone from 2122 to 3,919. So, and rising. So we are definitely in need of some education. I did sort of put all the extension wings I could on most of our education services around here, but yeah, we'll definitely have to do some more expanding. So the university here needs some expansion. I think this one is slammed, but it's got room for extensions as well. Those kinds of things. So that'll actually be the focus of today's episode, and I really hope... Oh, water. Oh man, too much fun. Anyways, the focus of today's episode will be kind of actually expanding down over here. So I know originally I said we were going to work on this nature space, but due to this shift in the economy, we're going to kind of expand through this area as well and see if we can try and catch up with some of our education services a little bit. And we'll also put in some more residential, because that seems to be our biggest demand, is more customers and more employees. If we kind of take a look at our employment factors, which are going to be down here, unemployment's at 25.5. So there are lots of jobs and not a lot of people. So we really need to bring our unemployment down. And I think our companies aren't very profitable anymore either. So yeah, there's lots to be done still. But so far the city is kind of settled. I think we can catch up on it though. One final thing before we start our build, I just want to point out is our population has jumped now to 82,582, and we are actually only making 50,000 per hour now. So that has dropped quite significantly. So you can see there has been a big impact on our city. Thankfully, due to its size, I think that's why our city is currently surviving. I do even have the tile upkeep of $2.2 million. So, but yeah, these bars used to be a whole lot of different. I have taken my taxation down to 10% as well. These were higher originally, but I thought I would just do that preemptively before we even had the patch come out, just to make sure that people wouldn't abandon from the city right away. So anyways, fixed up this little issue over here, and let's dive into today's build. All right, so I did just go back one save to one before my testing build, but it's pretty much in a similar situation. I hadn't really done too much, so we still have our drastic numbers here that we need to catch up on. So I think what we'll start with is, before we build any more services, and please ignore some of the dried up water, it's just a whole nother problem. But anyways, the water mechanic I think is going to get fixed eventually. So medical university, we're going to put on the first upgrade of the extension wing, and that should help us add in some more students. So that's not full anymore. I think we also have no elementary school in this area, but I think we can sort of fit one down right over here. So let's grab an elementary school, and let's see if we can get that info view off. So it's not going to quite want to do that, but I think if we just shift this firehouse down and this medical clinic as well, then this should hopefully help our situation a little bit. So let's grab an elementary school, place that there. We'll give it its upgrades right away, which is great. And also, yeah, we do have the now ability to move things around when it comes to some of the upgrades that are modular. So that's really great. Really happy to see that finally. I think we're also just going to tag the playground on the side there though already as it is. So no worries there. And then I think where else do we have schools? I just want to make sure. So this has the extension wing. This one has its extension wings. The high school here has an extension wing, and that elementary school. So I think I've gotten them all upgraded. Just looking around. This college has its extension on it. So I even think I plopped one down over here. So yeah, we're still going to be pretty lacking in elementary school, it looks like, even with all the schools added and upgraded with their extension wings. So we'll definitely probably need one over here. We have one here. We could probably get another one. Oh, I think I placed one here as well. Yeah, there's one just tucked in here as well. Let's just see maybe if we throw the extension wing on this one, although it's gonna still need some upgrading there. So when it comes to high schools, I know we have one here, so it's already got its extensions on. I think that's the only one here, and this one should already be upgraded. Yes, okay, so And we're probably going to have to do a lot of fixing today, but let's come in over to this area and see if we can get a bit of a complex going on. So let's do university's catching up, so that's not too bad. High school, let's place another one in this area. Does this one have its upgrade? Yes, it does. Okay. So we'll place another one down here because we're going to put in some residential in this area anyways. And if we turn our contours on, it's all pretty slopey. So let's just place that maybe back from the road a little bit, right about here. And then I think we'll grab our terraforming tool and we'll just flatten back a little bit as well. And we'll get an elementary school kind of tucked in here as well. And looks like we've got a power cable here. So let's just push this all back. Now that we have the space, really, let's kind of just maybe move that right over into this corner. And right away, we'll put the extension wing on it, and we'll just throw the library on as well. And let's get the elementary school. And I might just have to get rid of that wire real quick. All right, so I've grabbed our elementary school. We're going to place that kind of right in next to the high school. And let's place that right up to there. And I think we can just use the Move It mod and just give that a little bit of a fine tune there. And then again, we'll throw down extension wings right away. And let's just see about a roadway network. That was always kind of planned to come off of here. So let's snap into this node here. And then we'll just run some 2-lane roads right up to the elementary school. We can actually place it right into this road as well. And we'll do another one in front of the high school. So those are now connected and functioning. And let's just take a quick peek. So a little catch up. We're getting closer. College is still drastically lacking. And I think I was thinking of putting a college down here. So this is very sloped again. So we'll probably just end up placing it and then working with what we've got. But I think if we go closer to the road, the better. So maybe let's go right there and just see how that goes. And they thumb that down, which God only knows why, but anyways, I think that's gonna work okay there. And then I think what we'll do is we'll grab a road here. And we've already got this existing intersection going, so let's not have Pilot's mouse glitch. I really need to get my mouse pad in the right spot. But anyways, we'll grab that there. Let's try that again. So we'll click into here, turn off that snapping. Let's look at our contours as well and see how bad this is gonna be. Okay, I think we can get this down pretty good. So 3.4, so about to there. And then let's just run this right along the front out to here. And then we'll just use our curve function to get it curved into this road. And yeah, I think that's working there. It's a little low, but oh, there's no node there, so I can't really lift it too well. Oh, maybe I can. Never say never. There we go. So we got our college. Let's just take a look at education now. So right on the cusp. So let's just throw the upgrade right on right away. And looks like we're still making some money, so that's good. We haven't totally lost out. I think the balance will be is that we'll need to really get in the population to support this level of services now. And I think this is really what adds to the new challenge of the game. So let's kind of just put a road there, and then I think maybe what we'll do is a little bit of terraforming up to here, like so. We'll really have to kind of smooth this out, and probably even, to be honest, we're gonna have to give ourselves a little bit of breathing room on the college just so that it's not totally too crazy. But let's go into our road upgrade tools, and we'll do the key upgrade along this section there, and then that should kind of give us at least a little bit of breathability to sort of push back the terrain up to this point, and then we can kind of smooth it back around a little bit like so, and then that kind of just blends this right back into the terrain a little nicer. We don't have all that harsh cliff texture poking out. But what I think I'll do now is I'll go into a bit of a building time lapse, and yeah, we'll build out some more, probably row housing, and maybe we'll even sneak in some medium density kind of down this way. And just looking at our our terrain. It's a bit slopey, so we'll see what I can sort of work out here. But yeah, I think this will be good. I'm excited for the challenge. fall has returned to Properton, and I'm really happy with how this area has been coming together. I know we've been here for several episodes, but I've had a lot of fun putting together each little piece of this neighborhood. So yeah, most of it I think you saw on camera. I did plop a few different buildings here and there as well, just to kind of change things up a little bit. Did use some of the European style, and then some of this was zoning as well. And then did sneak a little bit of parking in behind a few places where I could. I did try to use the parking lots by dome. I think these aren't connected properly, so I'll have to play with these a little bit more just to get them more functional. But yeah, and then kind of took advantage of using key walls in some of the areas, which did remove a lot of the street parking, so that's why I tried to sort of tuck some parking in behind. But there's still a few gaps I'd like to come back and kind of micro detail. That takes a lot of time, and as you know, with my career, I hit the road a lot, so I will do it, but it might just take me a little bit of time. And then I cleaned up this interchange detailing as well. I also used the traffic mod to change a lot of just some of the intersections here where there was weird turns that weren't allowed, or U-turns and stuff like that. I think I fixed that, but it's come back. But anyways, I also added in a bunch of buses. So I think we can't see any right now, but if we go into our public transportation, I added bus line 15, 16, and 17. So we've got this red line that kind of runs from the high school through this neighborhood up, and then up the highway and into our kind of bigger, more higher density neighborhood. That's the word I'm looking for. And then this yellow line runs from this neighborhood and up actually through our other neighborhoods here, and then kind of does a loop around this one, because I was noticing there was actually not a lot of public transit, and I need to fix this waypoint here. But and then finally the green line, I think this just runs from this neighborhood here, and I think it just comes down to the high school and back up or something like that. So I just turn off this yellow one, maybe I can see better. Oh no, sorry, it comes out of this neighborhood and does pop across through here, just kind of passing by this area, just so there's some connectivity on the purple line, and then runs in. So this one isn't very busy. I might even take the buses down one more, but there's not that many running on it right now. So yeah, I think that's basically it. So I think if we just pause here, so we are in September of 2025. So let's just kind of do a little bit of comparison. So our population has now jumped up to 97,078 and is growing quite a bit. Our budget bank balance has grown quite a bit, although we only are making about 12,000 an hour as compared to 200,000 an hour. So over the sort of 4 months, we have seen a lot of growth there. And in terms of our profitability, so still needs a little bit of work here. I think our unemployment is still 36%. So there has been a lot of moving in and out of the city and influx. So we'll probably be mostly focusing on adding more and more people into the city. I know that also this doesn't include any outside workers that come from the outside connections anymore. So that could be why we're also struggling a little bit there. Our education, we're still a little bit behind on elementary and high school and college, university, actually all of them. So you know, as we build more schools, more people come. So we may look at maybe possibly modding a little bit just to kind of balance the number of schools in the city. But we kind of come out of that view, we can see we still don't really have any low rent issues. We do have some garbage issues that I've now switched from the, if I can find it here. Yeah, we switched to the incineration plant, and I've put on the upgrade, so we've got all the vehicles out running trying to collect garbage as well. So hopefully that will also help kind of clean up our garbage issues. And then I think kind of moving into the next parts of the series, we'll move away from this neighborhood for a little bit, just to kind of change things up and kind of focus on a few other areas that we've kind of left behind, possibly either up over in this area in the next episode, or I had some redevelopment plans for Pinewood Grove there. But yeah, still lots to do in the city. I'm really looking forward to building here in the fall. But yeah, I think that'll do it for me for today. That'll do it for me for today. Words are hard. But thank you so much for joining me again in Properton. Really looking forward to seeing what you guys have to say about the city and carrying on to the next part. So that'll be it. Take care. Bye-bye.